empome ye de
nyame adom na wo se
nyame adom ye wo ye eja madiri nkoyemo ya ana ama kwakofa asem ediaba ama no pay Barca Force League ne de omagia ne sa minim baby apese odi ye chance fini baby apese oni ewi
nti ano pay ye nche tiefo Gabi on say it's not rocket science say Real Madrid go through what they are going through this season. No, it's not. And yet, idea I was saying a shocking amount for Bebre. Say a Pam Xabi Alonso, the former player, Fufraba, Arbeloa, and the expectation is that he will turn things around overnight. No, Gabi, it is not. Things don't happen that way. Nintia make us and say, Ushe across board 2026 year teams will be a pamom coaches and every team has their own special reason in tia or my pamom coaches. But when you come to the Real Madrid side, no, you can tell for a fact say the Xabi Alonso reason on the pamom free team and they say the friction between himself and some players, no, it got to a point that it was irreparable. And the way it was affecting the performance on the pitch, no, there was no way Opinion Florentino Perez would have sat down to allow such a thing to happen. So what happened? Uyinifrio and Odi Arbeloa by. And you can tell, say, Arbeloa coming in has become more comfortable with A players, no. But Gabi, it will take a lot of time, preparation, and effort to get Real Madrid to a more optimum level of Ubianim se wasn't Real Madrid operating from that level. So what am I saying? Inka Arbeloa ewo ho pre-season and on Real Madrid ebo pre-season no enter the season from the beginning na. There's a likelihood we would have seen a better Real Madrid. Because take Vinicius for example. Vinicius' goal scoring record under Arbeloa is far better than what we saw under Xabi Alonso. So imagine if the season had begun with Arbeloa. But Anuna, as a Florentino Perez, empeso bejiatum. Because at this point, it looks almost certain, say, season number ya Obepam Arbeloa. But is that the way to go? On one Casano board, no, they don't side with him. What Omujitum say the best way to go about the situation, and they say allow Arbeloa to play preseason with the boys. Okay. What will happen? Season the you go World Cup. Into World Cup ni bar. Then let Arbeloa carry the team to preseason. Mamumbo preseason you. Then you can understand that at least the philosophy that Arbeloa wants to implement on the team, in Fitiasie, they will understand it totally before the season begins.
Oh, okay.
That is what the board have said and told Florentino Perez. But no one person bejiatum because on say another idea that people are throwing into the ring and they say Real Madrid is a club that is elite, top level performance. Now what say they be omdema omo fans any omo uncrofo. Enti someone could be say dia go for a well trained coach with a big name. Now on Samba back embeji ejumano. Now over dressing room now at least the presence alone will command a certain respect. Number one. Number two, the players will play their heart out. They said the young performers. Uti uncrofoka say oh ye progressive bona omu progressive ye kase ye defender players ni be chuchu omo. But if you bring a coach who is at the top level, so be say Carlo Ancelotti, the type of caliber now, you elicit a certain performance from the players that an Arbeloa cannot get.
Oh, okay.
And now conversation now, Nkofu so air throw into the ring. But Rich, if Gabi, if you ask me what I really believe must be done at Real Madrid, and they say they need to understand that Club No is going through a certain revolution. The days of Yenfa big name Embra, I mean, I can understand the reason why the fans want that. And I say Obia Beka say Real Madrid deserve that.
Because Omaye is used to.
Omaye used to that. But Gabi, Real Madrid need to understand, say, Arbeloa has shown a certain sign or glimpse of success that he can take the team on. And yes, I believe so. Obaye no Real Madrid will do worse than this.
Oh, okay.
But at least Obaye no, we have seen the kind of promise that he can restore in team IFN or Real Madrid. So keep him there. Keep him there. Say season about the way Florentino Perez was on the team command. On an internacy. What are your challenges? Okay, unya players say. Yanko for Mumra. And then we can strengthen the squad and then we can move forward. Because year, this season, getting to the tail end, Abeloa is using more of Nkolano. Sepitach mo.
Yeah.
And you can see that inexperience the inexperience of Pitach is affecting their performance. So if it's about players, on a Florentino Perez internacy, okay, let's approach it this way. There's this player, there's that player, there's this player, 3, 4, 5 players here for Mumbra. Then let's psych them up for the season. I believe I know Ebeboa Real Madrid. Now, I'll say another game no. Maybe I share highlights on my share full game. And there was one thing I noticed.
Okay.
Vinicius Junior no. He has become very comfortable under Abeloa. And share the kind of performance put it up and run. The only thing that you would say it's a big problem for Real Madrid now. And the concentration level. Because their teams are the kind of performance they will put up against you, especially in the dying embers of the game. If your awareness level is not that high, you throw in the towel at the point where you think you are comfortable winning the game. Real Madrid shared 2 goals. And then Obe consider last goal now. It's not a problem. But after the first goal, it looks like performance level drop here. And Omani now also then just a simple mistake from Ferland Mendy. And then pem go. About the 1-1, you got only 1 point. But if the remaining games are okay, they want to do anything that can get them closer to Barcelona. I think that they cannot even surpass them because Barcelona at this point they are gone.
Okay.
But if there's anything they can do to get closer, I want to say more attention span and attention, more concentration level, no, especially in the final 10 minutes of the game, no, it has to be high.
But the question is, why not installing them? Why Juma?
I believe, say you have heard, say at this point in the season, no, a lot of it is not down to coaching per se.
Okay.
A lot of it is down to mentality. And nothing I ask now for no.
Okay.
But nothing I ask now for no. A lot of people are attributing their slump facing over the last few games to mentality. Because after 5 games, everybody knows that this is the crunch time. Formation and tactics there, from the beginning of the season till now. It is who say you deserve to win a premiership title or you deserve to win a La Liga title. Not when to me and can't who say I need to put up my A game or my best performance. Gabi, there's nobody who can do that for you. Not even the coach. Not even the coach. It's Real Madrid have to understand that principle. That when it gets to a certain point in the game, at such a crucial moment of the season, you don't go and lose concentration and throw away goals like that. It's if Ferland Mendy now or Shisha foul, no, he needs to question himself. Because I can understand, say, Abia, the situation could not give him the freedom to do what he wanted and not all from. But if you had managed to get even one additional goal in the earlier part of the game, you didn't have found yourself in this situation. Come on, 1-2-1, at least when you have 3 points. Say, Kakra make for Real Madrid for situation, and no. Gabi, still in the La Liga, and then Barcelona bebo Getafe. Na answer na meba na mene Andy na yedin komobina or share me videos be about Getafe for the way they set up to play against teams aye share in the La Liga. And there was one interesting thing me hear about this Getafe team. Say normally no, you will get a team like Getafe play very conservative football. Because even though this season the modern ball was so kakra, but on your part of the top, even the top 3 or top 5 teams.
No.
But Osha Bodalas not team now. was set it up for Getafe and a ball more bona. Typically they play in a mid block, and some mid block no. The kind of formation and the kind of setup or the omonia points or to perform the way they have performed this season, and they try as much as possible to confuse the opponent. Inti only boa, you will think that they have parked the bus. You will think that they want to prevent you from scoring. Yes, they want to prevent you from scoring, but they have a very superior way of playing to frustrate you, the opponent, and to get you to be confused. They will get one goal or they will get 2 goals, and then they manage to take the points away from you.
Okay.
So a mid block is not a high press or a low block team. Awobeka say or defend it to win just a point, and I say or defend it to prevent you from scoring. But obu in fifi ho, intino wa crowded in fifi ho to prevent you from passing the ball in between them. Now ultimately chance crowd to pass the ball in between them, then they tactically foul you. Into that foul that they create on you, no, will destabilize the team. The flow of passing that you already have, that you have established, no, it will break it down as well. And then Barcelona should be very careful about that kind of play.
Me share one more matches or Mabo.
Yeah.
Since 26th January.
Good.
This year. I will lose 2 matches twice. So since then, we lose 2 matches in twice. So ebia ombenya 1 loss to be a 1. But say ombenya 2 at twice.
It tells you the tactical superiority of Bordalas and the kind of setup of Obo. Typical mid block.
Okay.
They will suffocate the middle there, prevent you from passing the ball in between them. They tactically foul you, and when they foul you, the way I arrange with team now, we say be a quiet passing around them. No, not a say BBR, and they do this for most part of the game. And when they get their chance, they capitalize on it. When you one goal, I say when you need 3 points, or the baby, and there's a Barcelona binya akunya etinya board the kind of game they want to play against Getafe. It means they have to be alert the full game. They have to be alert from 0 minutes to 90th minute. Because Osha Highliner, Hansi Flick, every season, he has become very stubborn with it. In games, who say, wash your first goal, wash your second goal, and you expect, say, Obed dropping Highline, a whole crown or the Highline, economy. And now you don't have players like Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Swepra for a very long time. 2 key players are, on any day you expect, say, Omujina Ginima, they'll get a goal for you. So now you don't have typical goal scorers. You have to rely on Nkofo to say Fermin Lopez to create the chances for you. Ferran Torres to be in front of the attack. But if you are playing against Getafe, who are very stubborn, it means you have to be very careful. In Tieneno, I would expect, say, even if he doesn't want to drop the high line, Hansi Flick na make if he doesn't want to drop the high line, or making sure, say, formation of Bebono will not give Getafe a leeway. Say, Omubenya chances because they don't create too many chances. They try more to suffocate the opponent. Now, on your chance, Bakubia or the Ashe, or no more chances are. On no exploit high line or Beshow. In this game, a banana skin, proper banana skin, because the last time a Barcelona echo Getafe equation was 2019. I check Accra. This over 6-7 years as I'm here. So it is imperative on Hansi Flick say he will go into this game with a superior tactic. A woman say Omudikain with about 84 points in the La Liga. But Gabi, you don't want to give Real Madrid any chance to believe, say, 5 games now, Kano. Maximum points are, they will come close.
The point is 82.
82-74, sorry. Yeah. You don't want to give them any chance to believe, say, in the remaining games, if they try and do something, they can get back. Into Barcelona for the no. Now, Gabi, let's come to the English Premier League. Because even though we have FA Cup game, City ne Southampton bebo no, Arsenal ene Newcastle enso bebo. Now Gabi, just answer na meba na me hwe Rodri Cascante e video bia na oka say that was after omone Arsenal for game amubo Etihad just last week no. And na oka say it is about the mentality. And I've said it just right here. So when we get to this point in the season, it's about the mentality, Gabi. You can't. There's nothing else you can do to the players. And Arsenal for they will be in a state of deja vu. Bro, deja vu means a situation that happened to you in the past. Now, say see now, live a brabon, you can feel say idea is see no. A say betu biem. That's what we call a deja vu. That is what Arsenal are feeling right now. Because look at the last 4 seasons. Oma bottle league no a number of times. Until if you are in a position in a situation where Manchester City for as abesan on superior goals, definitely a lot of things will be going on in your mind about what you can do to save yourself. At that same instance, so you are thinking about DAC last season. Say, nah. That is where I've always said, say, Arteta needs to speak to his players. It's not any other once be now okay. Once now you have to continue to re-echo it to the players. So you have it within you to win the league. You have played the whole season. You have followed the instruction. You have used set pieces to score the most goals. You have done all of that. But at this crunch moment, everything is going on here. When we say Jurien Timber Ombo ene we pra, Calafiori we pra, Bukayo Saka we pra. Arteta is confused whether to use Gyökeres or Kai Havertz in front there. Those things have also come in to affect the Arsenal team. So as they are struggling with mentality issues, they are also struggling with fitness problems. I must say Arteta no problem no abemi. And Ubisamia, I really feel say this is the time also unkonya more GDA or Gyökeres. I can understand Kai Havertz coming into play against Manchester City. Shego or Shea, he was very smart to close in on Aya Donnarumma. But if you want a typical goal scorer, you don't go for Kai Havertz. You don't go for Victor Gyökeres. Yes, Martin Krophobia say yes, Victor Gyökeres is not he's not really found his feet in the season. But you need to still help him understand that he's a goal scorer in the team. That is his work. Kai Havertz no or your player bia he can play in pockets of space. Ultimate man assignment be say ye we mama obeye. But Gyökeres is the goal scorer of the team. So he needs to be empowered with that notion and mindset. Say, in this game, I need to go and score. Gabi, Newcastle have their own issues. Newcastle this season, after say Omulusu to Barcelona in the Champions League, a lot of belief has been taken away from them. Now, Osha performance you can attribute it to the fact say, after say Omoton Alexander Isak, the expectation was that they were going to the market to get more players. After this season, Sandro Tonali, I think he will leave the team.
Yeah.
Obit say Anthony Gordon. And so he's being chased by a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Until you can imagine what will become of Newcastle even after the season. Look at the troubles they are going through. Because in common statistics, they were not too bad. But also, as the season progressed, their problems have been exposed. Obisamia, this game, a banana skin kakra, but as the phone him say, it's a must win. Because you cannot throw this game away and tell me say you expect to win the league. Because City, they have made up their mind that every game they will win. Because if you have been second or third, or you have not even had a good season throughout, now at this point you have managed to surpass Arsenal on goal difference, or even on superior goals. Your expectation is that you will win the remaining games, no matter what you can do to win, you will do it. Now, moment to not be on my side, because after they purchased Antoine Semenyo in January and McGahey in January, they have plugged two of their biggest problems in defense and attack. Shegos at Antoine Semenyo their mom. And I can say for a fact that if they continue like this, games are cano, they will definitely win. Gabi, don't forget, say, Arsenal have 3 London derbies to play. Games are
the last time
they have 3 London derbies to play. They will play with Crystal Palace. They will play with Fulham. They will play with West Ham. Yes, West Ham game, you can say West Ham is down there fighting for their life. But Gabi, to shock you, say, that's the game that Arsenal will throw away the points. Because West Ham's on any break. They want to get some points and survive. So, a banana skin, but I want to still go for Arsenal to win this game. Media Macan say Manchester City will win the league. I've said it. Say now no me beka ye ha. Say after Arsenal what they did at the Emirates, they didn't look like a team they want to win the league. No, they are playing as though Omusu. And when you play like that, and Manchester City senses that, they are not going to forgive you.
But the more kakao that mentality na ye can want some say after Gomo any Arsenal Bowie City ni Arsenal game. No Pep Guardiola a granted interview.
Yeah.
Ebeka said they can rise after the game.
Yeah.
No any players in Kasa are from their no kind say they should keep their mentality high.
Yeah.
Omulusu league ni wiye. Ombetima fighting for the league. I'm a Pep Guardiola Babeka say and you want to say when they can rise so yes then because coach your friend Mikel Arteta was that thing so Mikel Arteta was that thing didn't Arsenal like mentality.
Yeah.
Because the master of mentality they say Mikel Arteta was same thing and when the same thing our Declan Rice move.
Yeah.
So what is happening?
And say Arsenal for no they need to understand say Arteta himself is under a huge risk in the sense say if they manage to bottle this title again there will be more questions and there will be more calls for say Yempamo Arteta. Meanwhile na Arteta no I cannot point my finger and say he has done anything wrong to the point say Yempamo no, if you ask me, even if Arsenal don't win this season, or more winning league this season now, Arteta should not be the one to be sacked. No. Keep him there. Let him do everything he can to fix the problems that Arsenal have and let them try again next season. It is easy to say, if there's an expectation to be met, that's our expectation is not met. It is the coach's fault. Yes, Mijitum say at certain times, the back will stop with the coach. But Arsenal for situation is more special and they need to understand it from the point say if you have not been able to cross the line, it is not just sucking the coach is not the solution to the problem.
In Arsenal case.
No, in Arsenal case it's not that is you cannot attribute everything to the point say sucking Arteta would give you a guarantee to win the league next season. No.
Okay.
Their problems go beyond just Arteta. And Empire say Arteta will be able to rally the boys to fix their mentality, to get prepared, to win games.
Okay.
So what you say? Now, Manchester City so and Omone Southampton that FA Cup semi-final at Wembley. Now, that be very interesting thing and they say Southampton on Omu coach a friend Tunda Eket. German guy, very pragmatic. You can tell for a fact say he's doing something special with Southampton team way. In the last 20 games, as Southampton abo, we say we lose here. We win 16 times and about 4 draws. Coming into this game, Manchester City will be looking at that fact. Say we want to go in and not just score them, but we want to also be very careful about the fact say about with a certain mentality almost person on the bomb game no. When you watch how Southampton for Arsenal now, Arsenal were just very absent-minded in those goals that they conceded. You'd have expected them to say they would do better. But that is also the hallmark of a team that is being coached by a German or Pesa or Yebibi with team, no? Which is what we saw in Southampton, typically, how they approach the game. Very, very, very fluid, very fast. On your chance, now, whatever they got, they try to convert it, and that is how they scored against Arsenal. They want to do the same thing against Man City. Unfortunately for them, Man City, no, they have won the Carabao Cup final. And it said they kind momentum on the side. They want to come into this game with the same mentality that how we won the Carabao Cup, let's implement the same strategy and try and beat Southampton in today's game. But would he rest players because Obogim we are they are coming back into the Premier League to come and see how they can grind results in the last 5 games aka. So me I will not be shocked say and our best 30 players be say Savinho. Because this season shada so many games boy we should be say Omar Mamouche this season onya games boy to the extent that me even reports Eba say and sure season he will leave. I don't think he should leave though, but if he leaves, I won't blame him because also per playing time. Obi to say Tijani Reinders.
Obi not to bench.
Obi not to bench.
Yeah.
But when you look at them, you want to get the most out of them, at least to give them the sense and the impression that they are still part of your plans. Guardiola, semi-final of FA Cup. So what you say? Because they are not bad players in themselves. It's just that they are playing a very demanding system. But I would think, say, playing these three players in today's game, no, a bit may boost more confidence and even help them in the last few games, because Gabi, there's one thing I was say coaches, or in my opinion, I was say coaches to me here about players. There are times when you entrust a certain responsibility to them in high stakes situations, they are able to get results for you. In a team like Manchester City, say, you can tell for a fact that all the players are happy about how they have been able to pass Arsenal.
Yeah.
So if a player like Savinho, it tells him or it gives him the feeling, say, he's also contributing to the success of the team. Obviously, Omar Mamouche, now he has come into competition with Antoine Semenyo. Antoine Semenyo last 2 games out. Oshana board the kind of footballer Oba Man City was starting to Obona or Oshe goals. Against us now, when he had a good performance, Omu game against Burnley, so he didn't really play so well.
But team Nenya results.
So play with Mamouche. Mamouche comes in and he gives you results because he also knows that he's competing with Semenyo.
Okay.
Meaning that they make what he said here. When you involve them, they can come in and solve a problem for you. And that's what I expect, say, maybe from Guardiola. Man City have a superior advantage over Southampton.
Okay.
Except say they will have to be careful about recorder Abrantier, Tonda Iket, Edibasa game for Southampton. Now, Mami, we are Chelsea. When you said Chelsea, no, I like the fact that Chelsea, through Abrantier McFarlane, has admitted, say, on person obe discussing anything about Liam Rosinia Pama no. He's focusing on the game against Leeds United. But we should Leeds United that this season they have stolen 4 points out of a possible 6 from Chelsea. Chelsea Fokobo Omoho away no. Omo Chelsea 3-1. Omoba Stamford Bridge, the game was 2-2 after Chelsea took a 2-goal lead. So Leeds United will be coming into this game with that confidence. Say, even in the league, no, you have G points a free Chelsea for this season. But Chelsea, on the other hand, yes, somebody will say, new manager bounce. McFarlane enye visitor to the team. Omopamo Enzo Maresca on a Beijing team no, for 2 games.
Yeah.
And Sana, Liam Rosinia Eba. So taking over again, he's not a new person to the team, to the players. But the players themselves need to understand, say, we have not done so well this season. If they're not any fault, the players are tired. Say the Chaloba Airkane. And you can say that they've played so many games from Club World Cup through to the fact say even preseason they didn't get so much time to prepare and the season began to the to sacking of Enzo Maresca and all the problems that they have faced. I was say players need to motivate you to go into this game and get the result because one of when you're home and away affair, you are playing at Wembley and you need to get the result. Chelsea having won a domestic trophy since the last time they won it 2018. And so if you are a Chelsea player, you would want to tell yourself that this is the time where even though we have not had a very good campaign, we can find a way to get the victory against Leeds United. But Leeds United are coming with high octane football, high pressing intensity. Until they will have to figure out how to play them out and how to get, say, 1 goal, get that goal and find a way to defend that goal and see through to qualify for the final. Omudu final there, we can discuss that as a different conversation. But against Leeds, no. Leeds are 4 points from you. They've beaten you this season. So if you are a Chelsea player, that alone should give you motivation enough. So playing against them at Wembley, where you are more or less the favorite, or I mean, people will look up to you and say that we want to see a performance from you after Liam Rosinia has been sacked. No, they have to get the result against Leeds United. Okay.
Well, Joshua Olo too, so Anna Martin and Kana Joya Nase. But Yadi and Confirm Mansu Samina Ediaba, Yakota the cardboard.